So welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another current favorites slash just sharing with you some of the best products that I've tried recently. And as always, I have a mixture of some drugstores, some high-end, I have some skincare, some makeup, some brushes, just good products that honestly I cannot stop using. These have been incorporated in my beauty routine some way, somehow recently, and they're just too good. So I of course have to put you guys on. And as always, grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it and talk current favorites. Okay, so in my last current favorites, I talked about some new face brushes that I have been so in love with from Anissa Beauty, and I still love them to this day. I use them like pretty much every time I do my makeup. They're so good. These babies right here, the angled concealer brush, this is my love. Every time I use this, I get so many questions. And this is the brush. It's fabulous. I also love the tapered highlighter for all of like my powdered products, blush especially. And of course the Pinnacle foundation brush. This unique shape is like perfect with any foundation and makes any foundation on your face look amazing. But since then, Anissa Beauty has actually launched some new eye brushes, which are also of course just as amazing. So we're gonna chat about these, but I do wanna give a big thank you to Anissa Beauty for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I am so grateful to be working with them today. So it was actually just 30 years in September since Anissa started making brushes, which is incredible, and she actually holds over 80 patents on her brushes and tools. And my favorite thing about Anissa is the fact that back in 2017 she single-handedly moved the industry away from using animal fibers by investing in creating cruelty-free and vegan fibers instead. So I really love that because I don't like to use any brushes with any animal hairs, so I love that all of her brushes are sustainably made, cruelty-free, and vegan, and she is the only female-founded brush manufacturer in the world. So talk about goals. But yeah, congratulations on the 30th anniversary. That is just incredible. And Anissa, I love all of your brushes. They're just too good. So let's talk about these eye brushes. First brush that I have is the Eye Prime brush. This is for all of your priming needs. So whether you use regular eye primer or if you use concealer on your lids, this is going to blend it out seamlessly. So this has a nice scoop shape brush head. So it's designed to effortlessly prime your lids for long lasting eyeshadow. I love the shape of this. It just applies everything so flawlessly. And it's really easy. Like you just apply it, blend it out. It's pretty instant. Like you don't have to put in a lot of effort when using these brushes because the bristles and the shapes just really make a huge difference. The next brush that I love is the Eye Fan brush. I love the shape of all of these, by the way. They're all unique, and I think that's what I love the most about Anissa's brushes, but they're going to work for all eye shapes. So this is a large plush shadow brush, and it's designed for effortless all over eye application, whether you're using creams or powders. I really like this to set my eye primer just because it packs on that color perfectly, and it does a really nice job at setting everything down. I love how big this is, but it's also not too big, so it fits perfectly all over your lids, and you can even just apply product all the way up into your brow bone so effortlessly. But I specifically love this for matte shadows because it really packs the punch with the color. But you can also use this with shimmers as well, just all over your lid, just really quickly if you want to just one and done kind of shadow look. This is the perfect brush for that. This next brush is probably my favorite out of all of them, again because of this shape. I can't get enough of it. It's the Eye Crescent brush. So this is literally a crescent shaped eyeshadow brush designed with a curve that makes defining your crease so easy for all eye shapes. I really like this because you can use this to define your crease or for a cut crease. Like no matter what type of eyeshadow you're applying in your crease, this is the perfect shaped brush. The bristles are super soft, and again with this shape it makes just blending everything really seamlessly. You don't have to really take a lot of time blending because it kind of does the work for you with this, again, the shape, the bristles. I also really like it for the outer crease as well whenever I'm trying to just define and deepen that area up a little bit for more of a smoky look. It does a really nice job at packing in that color but still making it look really soft and blended. And last but not least, we have the Eye Pinnacle brush. First of all, this is so adorable because you guys know I love the Pinnacle foundation brush. So this is just a little mini version of it, and I love it for the lower lash line for just like defining and smoking out that lash line. I also really love it for like the inner corners if I ever want to do a little inner corner highlight, but you could also use this to fill in your brows as well. It's very unique, it's tiny and detailed, so you can really do a lot with it, and it works with gels, powders, creams, but it is super soft, and that's why I specifically love it for the lower lashes because I can really get in there and smoke out that lash line without having to use an excess amount of product. It's seriously the best. So if you guys have been wanting to try Anissa Beauty, this is your sign. The time is now. The brushes are such amazing quality, and I love that these are going to work with all eye shapes. So these are really like staples for whether you're doing a simple look or even a more dramatic look. These are so good. And of course you guys can use my code to get a discount and check these out on AnissaBeauty.com. So thank you so much to Anissa Beauty for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Definitely check out these brushes brushes. Next up, let's talk about some skincare favorites. So first I have a makeup remover. I actually have two, and I've definitely talked about these before, but I'm talking about them again because I love them. Duh. This is the Peach and Lily Ginger Melt Oil Cleanser. So I always like to double cleanse, but I of course love something that is going to be gentle, but still very effective at removing even waterproof makeup. And this one from Peach and Lily is amazing. First of all, I love a good oil cleanser because it is less messy than using a cleansing balm, but I still love a cleansing balm. I'm going to talk about one in a minute, but I really like this because first of all, even though it is pricey, I will say I've had this since like the springtime and I'm like just now running out of it. So it does last a really long time. And when I use this, I am pretty generous with it as well. But this just dissolves and breaks down all of your makeup, no matter how intense or like how lightweight it is. It's going to break it all down, especially waterproof mascara, intense lip colors. It's going to just melt it all away, but it doesn't strip my skin or dry it out, which I really appreciate. So I love this. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing it. And of course, I got you with an affordable option. This is the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. I also really love this. I've already gone through one of these before and I'm making already a pretty big dent in this. It has been so satisfying using up so many of my products lately because I'm testing out so many new things all the time. But when I love something, I am committed to it. So I'm definitely committed to this cleansing balm. I've been honestly going back and forth between this one and the Peach and Lily. Just depends on what I'm feeling because the cleansing balm is a little bit more messy versus the cleansing oil. But they both do such a great job at dissolving all of my makeup. And like I said, including waterproof makeup, which I really appreciate. This also doesn't have any fragrance to it, which I love. And it's just a good makeup remover. So check these out. You can get Good Molecules at Ulta, and Peach and Lily is also available at Ulta as well. So these are the bomb. Okay, I wanted to mention these e.l.f. Hydrogel Under Eye Masks. I found these in my drawer and I'm pretty sure I got these a while ago from Target, but these are amazing. I already ordered more on Amazon because I feel like these really help to hydrate my under eyes, but also with depuffing a little bit. I didn't get that much good sleep last night and I had stuff to film today, so I was applying these as I was getting ready and I feel like they helped so much to just like rejuvenate my under eyes. They felt so cooling, and I also, what I love about these the most is that they don't slip and slide all over the place. Like I love putting little hydrogel masks under my eyes, but a lot of times they just tend to fall off, or I feel them sliding off of my face whenever I'm getting ready. But these actually stick and like get the job done. I've had these on when I was getting ready earlier for like 45 minutes and they were in place. They did start to come off a little bit on like the outer corner, so I kind of had to press those down a little bit, but like compared to other little eye masks that I do, these actually stayed put on my under eyes without sliding everywhere. So I love them. This here is funny because it says to leave them on for 10-15 minutes. I literally had them on for 45 minutes earlier and they work so well. Also wanted to shout out my Hero Mighty Patches, specifically the invisible ones. These are my favorite. I know they have a red pack. These are a little bit pricier than the like original ones, but you have to get these, especially if you're breaking out a ton and you still want to do makeup. You can actually like still wear these under your makeup and cover them up, and they're so seamless. And I wanted to shout these out. Not that these are new. I've loved these for forever. I always repurchase them, but I've tried so many pimple patches, like pretty much all the ones that you can think of, all the little cute ones. I've tried ones from the Dollar Tree that I think are pretty good, especially for $1.25, but nothing beats these pimple patches. I feel like especially the cute ones, they don't really work. They're just cute. Like they're just meant to like cover up your pimples so you don't pick at it, but this actually like works at removing all of the nastiness and just bringing that all to the surface. It also helps, I feel like, to just tame your pimples, help with the redness, and I like that you can wear these under makeup because they truly are invisible. So what I like to do is like when I put it on, I literally put it on and press it down to make sure it looks as seamless and like smooth on the skin as possible. And then you can just put makeup on over it, especially if you have those big like under the skin pimples. These help a ton with those, and they just help to really like tame down the redness and like just make them go down a lot faster versus when you don't use them. So I swear by these. I will forever also repurchase them, but I love this one, the blue ones, the invisible ones. These are the best ones. Now let's get into some makeup favorites. I have all of the goods right here in my little makeup bag. Let's talk about two foundations that I literally cannot put down, you guys. Like, these are too good. First up, we have the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. This is just beyond beautiful and amazing. And the fact that this is so long wearing, but so skin-like, it's incredible. I wore this the other night also for like a little date night that me and Hector had, and it lasted so well all day, but it still looks like second skin while giving you the most smoothest, beautiful coverage. This gives you, I would say, really good medium coverage. Even building it up, it's not really like even full coverage at that point, but it's a beautiful, like just solid medium coverage that that looks like your skin. I don't want to say it's natural because it still gives you some coverage and it's definitely going to cover up whatever you need it to, but it looks so effortless on the face. I also love this color that I got recently in 250 light medium neutral. It matches me perfectly. This is like one of the best matching foundations that I have in my collection at the moment, and I just love the coverage. I love the finish of it, and I love how long wearing it looks. This is one of those foundations that still looks just as good as when you first applied it, even when you're wearing it like 5, 6, 7 hours in. Like, it's amazing. I don't know what Lady Gaga has put in her stuff, but I've really been loving a lot of her products from her line, and we're going to talk about them today. But yeah, this foundation is definitely worth the splurge. Another really beautiful foundation though is this Bosma Beauty Stick Foundation. Where has this been all my life? This is just one of the best stick foundations I've ever used, like in my entire life. I was really into the Hourglass stick foundation for a while, but I noticed that with that, when you use too much, it can definitely get really cakey and very like makeup looking on your skin. But this one, it doesn't. And also the shade match on this is like amazing. Like, I've never had a stick foundation match me this perfect. And to me, applying this foundation is so fun because I apply all the stripes and then I just instantly watch it disappear into my skin while still giving me beautiful coverage. This coverage is more so, I would say, kind of like you can control it depending on how much you use. So if you want to do just something really simple and light, you can also even use this to just like spot conceal wherever needed. Or you can also really amp up the coverage and add a lot of stripes on your face and blend it out, but it never looks makeup-y. Even when you do amp up the coverage, it still looks so soft and pretty. But what I love about it is that the stick foundation is actually really hydrating and has a really pretty like natural dewy finish. It's not too much, but it definitely is not as drying or matte as other stick foundations that I've tried. But yeah, I've been using this lately as my foundation. I love it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I love it on its own, and I also really like it for spot concealing. So sometimes like I will actually use this for any of those like really annoying pimples just to spot conceal and get those first, just to really pack on that coverage. And then I will even go in with like the House Labs foundation over top, and it really just looks so smooth into like the next level. Because again, the House Labs one isn't really full coverage even when you build it up. So this is also a really good like base foundation as well, because it is so lightweight and creamy, and the shade range is amazing. So yeah, best stick foundation on the market that I have tried. Truly, it's worth the splurge. So I want to quickly shout out this Sol Face and Body Bronzer. I know I've been talking about this nonstop, but like I said, when I love a product, I am very deeply committed to it. And this bronzer is just it. I'm in the shade Light, and it is available on ColourPop's website. I'm not sure where else you can get it, but whenever you can get it, please get your hands on it because this is such a creamy, blendable formula. It smells amazing, and it's a really good dupe for this Anastasia cream bronzer, which I do really like, but come on, if we can find a dupe for it, like why not? Even looking at both of the colors, they're like very, very similar, but I actually like the undertone on my skin tone of the one from Sol a little bit more, but it just gives you that instant bronzy sun-kissed look. Never muddy. It's so easy to blend. Also, like you apply it, blend it out with your brush, bam, the color is in and you look like a bronzed goddess. Now we have a couple little Milani products here. So speaking of cream products, I have been loving their liquid contour, and this is such a good Charlotte Tilbury dupe. I will say it's not identical, like the formula, I've been mentioning that, even though this formula is a little bit different than the one from Charlotte Tilbury, it blends just like the one from Charlotte Tilbury. Like, it just melts into your skin. So I'm very happy with this product. The formula is just amazing. And then I love the liquid illuminator. This is another really good Charlotte Tilbury dupe. You can layer it under your powder or over your powder as well, and it blends really easily without pooling any of your foundation or powder, which I really appreciate in a formula. I have this one in the color Lunar, and it is just the most perfect gold. I love the shade and the formula of this too because it's not glittery, but it gives you just the most beautiful glow to the skin. It blends just flawlessly, and the glow isn't too much, which I appreciate because I don't like when it looks like a stripe. Like, I just want a little bit, like a touch of glowiness, and this does that for me. But it's so easy to apply. I just usually blend it out with my finger. You don't even need a brush with it. Almost forgot to mention powders. So I have two to mention here that I've really been loving the combination of both. So first is the House Labs Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. What I love about this powder is that when you apply it, it doesn't look like powder, but it somehow sets and smooths your skin out. It doesn't have a matte finish. It's more of like a natural finish. So this to me is kind of like the loose powdered version to the LYS translucent setting powder that I love. But anyways, I feel like this House Labs is very similar to that powder, like the finish and the effect, but it's in a loose powder form. But it really is so blurring and soft on the skin, and it sets your makeup in like the prettiest way without actually looking like makeup-y. Doesn't look cakey, even like around my nose, which is like the typical area for me that looks really, really heavy. Like sometimes whenever I use a lot of powder, but this is one of those powders that you can layer, you can add a lot on, and it still looks so soft. I really liked also this little netted packaging because then it also saves you from using an excess amount of product. But I love this for the under eyes specifically because I have a lot of like little creasy fine lines, so it helps to just like smooth it out and make it look as soft as possible. Still setting obviously everything down into place because I am not one of those people that can apply like concealer and just like run out the door. Like I need to set it. So I think this would be ideal if you have combo to normal to even dry skin. If you have super oily skin, I don't think you're gonna like this, to be honest, but if you are into just a more natural finished powder, you are going to love this. The shade range on this is also really good. There's a couple different options, but I love the translucent one and it looks so good in pictures as well. And then this is not new, but I've been loving layering this loose powder with a pressed powder over top just to take the smoothness to the next level. And of course, I love my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I'm in the shade Fair 1. I really cannot stop using this these days. Like it looks so good whenever I layer it on the under eye area, like in this T-zone of mine. This is probably my favorite Charlotte Tilbury product that I feel like you're definitely gonna see that like smoothness and like that instant soft effect on your skin like right away. This is worth the money. There are dupes for this powder. I feel like there's a lot of good affordable smoothing powders, but if you get this, I feel like you just can't go wrong with it. Like you're not gonna be mad if you get this because you can layer it or you can also just use it on its own. It's great for touching up and it's just so soft on the skin. Every time I put it on like over that powder, I love it. Like it really just like blurs your skin, and I love it paired with the one from Haus Labs because the one from Haus Labs is so lightweight. So whenever I layer it with this, it's just like the perfect little concoction. It's definitely such a good like little splurging powder. I can see this being a nice combination for like a wedding makeup look. I actually have a bunch of lip products here. It's like kind of ridiculous, but like then again, you can never have too many lip products. Let's go back to the beginning of this little lip combo. I kind of wiped it off a little bit. We have a little Rare Beauty lip liner here. You guys, these are incredible. The Kind Words matte lip liner. My favorite shade is the color Wise and Worthy. But Wise I really like because it's a little bit of a darker kind of brown, just everyday shade, but these glide on the lip. So that's what I have on today. I also love that you don't have to sharpen these. Like they just twist up. They're retractable. So I really appreciate that. But her formula is so good. It's so long lasting. Like how perfect is that like brown? It's not too dark. It's not too light. It's perfect. I love her formula too because it literally just glides on the lips. And then I topped that off with the Milani Color Fetish matte lipstick in the color Pleasure. And then I just added a little lip oil to that, which I'll talk about in just a minute. It's so good. But anyways, the other lip liner that I love from Rare Beauty is Worthy. And this one is a little bit more pink. You can see the other one was more brown. This is more pinky. It's the perfect everyday like pinky light shade. It's not too pink, but has that pink undertone to it. I really like this also with the Milani lipstick that I just applied. It's a really, really beautiful combo. Her lipsticks are really good as well, but I like her lip liners like the most. And they're like 15 bucks. So not bad for like a high-end lip liner. And you also don't have to worry about sharpening it. So it's great for traveling. So now I have a bunch of other lip products. Okay, let's talk about first my favorite lip balm of the moment. It's the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in Vanilla. First of all, I love the applicator. Like the way that it curves and fits onto your lips effortlessly. It's my favorite. This smells so good. It's not like obnoxiously sweet, but it smells like vanilla. So I love it. I love how smooth and like buttery this feels on your lips. It's not sticky, but I will warn you, if you use too much, you're gonna get that like white on your lips, which is so annoying. I hate that, but I love the formula of this still, and I love the way it feels on my lips and how soft and hydrated my lips feel with this, so I don't even really mind. But I love this in the morning before I start my makeup or after my skincare, and also even before bed. You can also use this like because it's a clear lip balm, so you can use it over lip liners, over any of your favorite lip combos, and it just adds that really pretty glossy, wet, shiny look. These come in a couple other shades as well, and I loved it so much that I had to get the Vanilla Beige shade. This is kind of like Your Lips but better. Also, again, it pairs really nicely with lip liner or over a lipstick as well. Same formula, same smell, just a little bit of a tint. And then we have some lip oils here from Von Beauty. So this is the color that I have on my lips right now over top of that lip color in That's Amazing. It's the most beautiful milky baby pink. Pairs so well on its own if you just want to like prep your lips before makeup, but also with so many lip liners. And even over so many of my favorite lip combos, I love to add this over top because it's not sticky. It smells so good. I love the applicator. I love the formula. I love the pigmentation, everything about these. It hydrates your lips, but also gives you the most beautiful shine. And this is just the prettiest, like just milky baby pink. I don't have anything anything like this in my collection, so it's perfection. And then I also love the color I am working, and this is a beautiful, very light glossy brown. It has some glitter like shimmer to it, but it's still super smooth on your lips. Like you don't feel the grittiness or anything at all. It's creamy. It's just perfect. It gives you just the right amount of pigment without being too overwhelming. So yeah, these are definitely some of the best lip oils I've ever tried, because there's a lot of lip oils that really just feel like a sticky regular lip gloss, which I mean, I don't really mind, but then I'm like, it's not really a lip oil. This actually is a lip oil. It feels luxe and smooth and very hydrating and creamy. Another lip oil. I know it's a lot, but hear me out. These are all different. They're all unique in their own ways. I also am one of those people that like, I switch it up based on like my mood, based on what I'm wearing, based on like the weather. Like it really depends. Like my lip combo and like my makeup, it just varies. So these are the Haus Labs lip oils. These are also like one of those lip products that it actually feels like a lip oil. It's not sticky, and I like these because they really like almost adjust to your natural lip color and enhance your natural lip color while still giving you the color that you see here. So I have the two. First I started off with the color Hue, which is the purple one, and then I loved it so much that I got the orange one. But the color Hue I really like because this truly enhances your natural lip color but adds like the most beautiful purplish pinky hue to your lips, and it's stunning. And specifically with these lip oils, I don't really like them with lip liner. I just like them on their own. Usually when I'm not wearing any makeup, I love the way these look to just throw them on just my regular bare lips because they just give me the perfect little tint. But they're also very hydrating. They're not sticky, and these don't smell like anything. Like none of Haus Labs stuff have any scent to it, which I do really appreciate. Love the applicator also on this. I feel like a lot of lip oil applicators are similar. This one is a little bit smaller, but it does like hug your lips really nicely. And again, I just love this little purple hue that it adds to your lips because it's so subtle, but it definitely does add a little bit of like a pop on your lips, which I do like. So whenever my lips just look super pale and like washed out, I love adding these lip oils because again, they just enhance your natural lip color while still adding this tint. I also love the other one in Secondary, which is the most stunning orange. Again, this one is going to enhance your lip color while giving that a little bit of like orange tint that is so beautiful. And I feel like again, all the lip colors that I just mentioned, they're a little bit different in their own way. So like comparing the Haus Labs ones to the one from Fawn Beauty, they're two completely different formulas, but they're both super glossy, but the finishes are different because these from Haus Labs don't have any shimmer. They're just very glossy and like wet looking, whereas the ones from Fawn Beauty are super, again, smooth and hydrating, but they have a little bit of like that shimmer sparkle to it. So like in the sun, you can really see that shine. More Haus Labs stuff. I know, it's so good. So I have the High Power Pigment Paints. Specifically, this is the Black Onyx Matte. These are so unique because you can really use them as eyeliner. You can use them as like cream shadow all over your lid. They're so long lasting and like actually waterproof. And I love this black one because it's so easy to use. Like this wing that I have here is from this, and it just glides on, makes it so easy. You just need the tiniest little bit. And I love how matte and black this is because a lot of liners, I like them, but they're not super black, or they have like a very like kind of shiny finish to it. I normally just deal with it, whatever, it's not a huge deal, but this, I actually love that it is nice and matte, super black, and it does not come off, which I really appreciate in this formula. But I also do have a couple other colors that I really, really like. So I recently just got the nude color, which I feel like would be perfect for like nude eyeliner. And then I also got the color Rose Gold Shimmer, which is shimmer rose gold. But I like these because when you apply it, you get that very wet, shimmery effect, but it still looks very reflective. And there's no mess to these because there's no fallout. And I just love how long wearing they are. So I really, really am happy with these, and I feel like you can do a lot, and they're so easy to work with. And I recently got the color Blush Matte, which is the most beautiful cream blush. And at first I thought it was going to be a little bit too light, but when you actually blend it, it pops and gives you the most beautiful light pinky wash of color that you can also build up, and it's so stunning. And then let's quickly touch on the blush combination that I cannot get enough of. We already know Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush, like yes please. It's just the perfect bubblegum pink that I feel like is going to be universally flattering. Honestly, like this is going to look good on everyone. The formula is soft, it's pigmented, it's buildable, also very long wearing. You don't really have to layer this over a cream blush because on its own it's a very nice formula, but I do really like it paired with the Haus Labs Bio Radiant Gel Powdered Highlighter in the color Rose Quartz. This is so pretty on the skin. It gives like this really pretty wash of color while also giving you a glow. So it's kind of like a baked blush, but the formula is so unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection. It's so soft. There's no kickback. It's literally a gel powder formula. Like the name is perfection because it's exactly what it is. I mean, Look at that. It makes your skin look very healthy because it adds that like glowy pigment. So it kind of just looks like you're glowing from within. Again, this is another really great product that I feel like could work with a lot of like brides because of this really pretty formula. It's not glittery, but it just makes you look healthy and like you're just glowing and blushing from within. It's so pretty. And mixing it in with the Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush, like this combo right here will have you looking so pink and perfect. Yes. And last but not least, I wanted to shout out this product because I've never used a product that is this beautiful and reflective and glittery, and that is the Eva NYC Queen Silver Glitter Spray. I got this because of TikTok and I immediately ordered it on Sally's Beauty, but you can also get it on Amazon. And first of all, I'm a huge fan of Eva NYC products, so if you love their hair products and like the scent, you're gonna love the scent of this. It's like the same thing. This is so intense. It's literally a glitter spray that you can spray in your hair, on your chest, on your body, wherever, and it's so intense. I'm about to spray some right now just to show you. It's gonna get everywhere, but it's so beautiful. It is really easy to wipe off though. Whenever I first tried it out, I just used a makeup wipe to wipe it off and it like came off really easily, but this is very intense. And I figured I would mention this because it's perfect for the holidays, Halloween, if you're like into glitter, or if you just want to be extra on the weekends and add a little sparkly touch. Why not? I really hope you can see the sparkle. Every time I put this on, I'm like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Like so stunning. I hope you can see that. Isn't it like just so stunning? And like I said, you can also spray it in your hair, which I'm gonna do. I have to wash my hair anyway, so I'm gonna spray it in my hair to show you. Do you see how beautiful that is? Like, yes. So I'm really happy with this purchase and I think it's just the prettiest glitter spray. And you could always, like, if you wanted to add that sparkly touch, just do like a tiny little bit, or if you want to really intensify it, just like go hard with it and you can get a very intense glittery look. So that is officially everything for today's current favorites slash just bomb products that you guys need if you're looking for some new additions in your collection. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these or what you're loving. Skincare, makeup, food, whatever it is, leave me a comment. As always, everything will be linked for you guys down below. Don't forget to check out Anissa Beauty. Go show them some love. You guys are gonna love her brushes. They are too good. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.